Yo guys, what to do? Charles from Hellcat Entertainment here in 1904 Ludes. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today I got another how-to video for you for the 5th gen Prelude. In this how-to we will be installing these pretty babies from SkylerLabs. These are anodized green. You can get these in various colors: green, black, red, silver. You can get custom etching on them if you'd like, but these are going to replace the infamous door handles on the 5th gen Prelude, the inside handles that typically break off when you open the door. SkylerLabs is known for making a bunch of CNC anodized aluminum products. You can see some other products for the Honda Prelude. They have products for the Honda Del Sol as well, the Targa top latches, as well as quick release hood latches. And I do want to say that he does not spare any expense on quality. This looks like a fine piece. The anodization of it is pretty solid. We're going to replace in the bar here with this bar that has two Allen keys on each side, opposed to the riveted one that's in the current door handle. And then of course it's got the little SkylerLabs logo right there. Excited to get these installed. For this how-to, you're just going to need a couple of simple items here. We have a Phillips head screwdriver for taking off the screw for the door handle assembly from the door panel. We have a flathead screwdriver. The smaller the better. You could also use a pick tool. This is going to allow you to get the little cover piece from on top of the screw out before you could get access to the screw. We have a pair of dikes to try to cut the riveted piece on the door latch assembly, and also a drill here that if the dikes don't work, we could just drill out the top of it, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. So right now I need to start by opening my door here and getting to it. Alright, so I'm leveling up for my last how-to video. I actually busted out my tripod, which should make things a little bit easier here. And in the last video, you could see that I did take this panel off so that way we could swap the housings for the power folding mirrors. Very straightforward here. You're going to use the little flathead screwdriver to pry off the little tab, or pry it open. Mine have been broken for a while, so I've been using some Dynamat adhesive just to be able to keep it in place there, and that will give you access to the Phillips head screw. Once you do that, use the screwdriver for the Phillips head screw. Make sure you have it countered in the right way and remove the screw. With the screw removed, you're going to slide the whole unit to the right just a little bit, and that's going to allow you to pry out the front piece here. With the front piece open, let me see if you could get in there. The front open, you could see the door handle tab right there. Let me try to get a better angle of that. Boom. There you go. You got the door handle tab right there that we're going to use the screwdriver to pry that off. And once it's flipped around, you can get the flathead from underneath of it to pry it up. All right. Now with that taken care of, you slide it to the left to pull the whole unit out, and you will see you're going to have the tweeter, which for me, I don't have a plug anymore. I have aftermarket tweeters, so I have two spade connectors that these just pull apart. And then you could use your flathead to push the button and pry that out, and now we have the assembly completely off. Alright, so now with the assembly off, you can take a look here and you'll see the rod that is going through the door handle itself. So you could try to use some dikes if they're sharp enough and strong enough to just get in there and cut that out. That's what I'm going to try right now. Otherwise, you could use a drill, and with the drill, you could kind of drill to the side and drill it out. These dikes are not working. So I'm going to just kind of drill into the side and kind of get that thing drilled out. Alright, so once you drilled off the riveted part, you're able to push it all the way through, and you could use the dikes to grab it and pull it up. You can see the spring come out, Get the spring out. And the rest of the rod. So, door handle is out. Alright, so two things that I forgot to mention that you need are going to be some tiny little Allen wrenches, and this is to get the support bar or the mounting bar off of the aluminum ones. There's screws on both ends, so I guess the only thing with SkylerLabs, I do wish that it would have packaged them with these little Allen wrenches, because not everybody does have these little tiny Allen wrenches to do this job. So once you get the bar off, you do want to make sure that the spring is going to set inside nicely. See how wonderful that color combo is going to look. It's going to be great. Alright, so you're going to swap the little plastic connector for the handle rod from the old handle to the new one, and then you want to make sure that you place the spring in the right orientation. So the little side is going to rest onto the handle itself. There's a little groove for that, you'll see, and then the big side is going to rest over the plastic piece there. You're going to need to give it a little push down so that way you could get the rod to go through it and out the other side. So without capping it, you can see the fitment there. Beautiful fitment. The door handle feels nice and solid. Then what we need to do is just put the other end cap on, tighten it up, and put it back in the car. So getting this thing back in is just going to be the reverse operation here. I'll be plugging in my tweeter. If you have the factory tweeter, it should be just a single plug, not dual spade connectors. Dig for the other wire. Sometimes they'll drop behind the door. Just plug those in. Make sure they're nice and tight. Make sure you got your door lock plugged in. Click. This is easiest with the doors in the unlocked position. Now I keep this thing slid all the way to the left a bit more. See the gap here? That way I can push this in. And then you need to leave this out a bit because you're going to need to get in there with your finger, grab the door rod, put it in the hole. So grab the door rod, put it in the hole, and slide the tab back over it till it clicks. Okay, so you need to have it to the left to get it all in, then you can slide it to the right, then you need to slide it finally back to the left once more. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Put the screw back in and we are done with the whole project. So if you can do the one side, you could do the other side. Same process. But they're a great fitment, super solid. Looks great with my green and blue color combo. And that's a wrap. Lovely additions to the whole intergalactic theme. Very solid feel. They just look super cool. SkylerLabs. Check out the link below. Alright everybody, well that concludes another how-to video of installing the wonderful SkylerLabs door handles. If you liked what you saw, please smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, share it to all your friends and family. We're trying to keep the 5th gen Preludes alive, and I will be continuing to make more video content here in the future. Thank you. Peace.